Morning. So we are back on farming duties today. Big site or big development site. This is where I said we're going to split up the paddocks, as much as Tim doesn't like me saying paddocks because he thinks it's all American. Comment if you think paddocks is English or American. So basically Mark and his dad are over there. They're starting on knocking the posts in. We've got to lay the posts out to split the paddocks into the right sizes. And Mark said for the electric fence, basically they want to be about 14 of his stride. So after 7 of mine, as a real man over 6 foot, that should be right. So we're going to go and set the paddocks out, and we've got Richards's at the far end spreading a bit more poo. Try and get this grass going again, because obviously they're the 2 plots that we've mowed off and baled. So we didn't get a massive amount off down here, but still, whatever there was, 40-45 bales off what we've done will still help, given we're estimating about 2 bales per cow for the winter months. So it still helps the job along. So we're going to load up now with the posts. We're going to go up the field, we're going to set things out and hopefully stay ahead of Mark so we don't get shouted at. Okay, so full length my strides. Is there. Try it backwards now in Mark's full swing strides as far as he possibly can. $14. Who remembers the starting scene of Commando with Schwarzenegger? So that is this half done now, as in we've done our bit. Mark's going to knock all the posts in and then we'll put the wire around. So going back to what I was saying the other day with this strip grazing, is we've split this L shape here into 3 paddocks, which roughly off plan measure about 2 acres a paddock. We've got about 12.5 acres on that side of this row of trees. I don't know whether we're going to split that into 4 paddocks and have them slightly bigger as 3 acres, or whether we go for 3 4-acre paddocks. I don't really know what Mark wants to do there. But down the bottom end is quite low lying, so it's quite reedy down the bottom, so it's not the best for grazing. So that's why we might end up with slightly bigger paddocks on that side than what we've got on this side. But ultimately, if it means that they're on each paddock over that side for an additional day compared to this side, it doesn't really matter. As long as we stick to that sort of 3-leaf stage, graze it back down to the beginning for 3 or 4 days, and then we keep off it for 3 weeks while it regenerates. So this will be quite a nice rotation. There'll be 7 paddocks in total, and that'll give us the chance, like I say, to put, I can't remember what number Mark said, but however many we're putting on here when we're sorting them. So we're going to sort them on Thursday, so we'll show you some of that as well. Okay, so today, back on the farm again, we're having a good sort out of cattle today. So we're going to move some across to the other bit that we've been fencing. We're going to move some onto here, we're going to get the bunch ready that are going to go to the bull. And then while we're running them all through, we're going to give them a wormer and liver fluke. I can't remember what it's called. Premadex? Something like that, anyway. Which basically what you do is you put it from the shoulder blades effectively down to the rump, across its back, and that'll stop obviously all the worms, liver fluke and all the other bits and bobs. While we've got this set up, we're going to leave it set up, and in a few days time we'll come back and do the fly down stuff to stop all the flies. So we've got to go and try and get them down here now. Now they've not been through a race, I wouldn't think, before, or if they have, certainly not a lot of it, so this bit might be entertaining. So Mark's got the bag of corn to try and coax them out. We'll bring them all the way down here into this handling area, we'll shut this up, and then hopefully we can start separating and doing what we're doing through the state-of-the-art crush. Okay, so that's all the worming done, or the wormer done. What we've done is we've split them up as well. So we've put, this entire plot here is just 23 point something acres. So what we've done is we've split them up, we've moved the smaller ones down here, which there is 24 here. So that works out to be 1 acre in total. But obviously we're doing this paddock grazing. So we've got the 7 paddocks that we've split up. So they'll stay on here now, probably a little bit longer because there's a bit more grass on this first one. There's a bit more grass on paddock 2. And then where we've mown and baled, that'll give paddock 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 effectively a bit more time to grow the grass, or the regrowth of the grass on. So electric fence is just being hooked up now. The real good bunch, we've put all the good steers with all the good heifers. So we're going to resort them and pull the heifers that we're going to put to the bull away probably some point next week. And then have roughly a bit of a recce, because I think we've still got enough land and enough grass to buy a few more. So see how we get on first with this lot down here, and we'll call it a day for today. Cheers. So there we go, good day at it today. Mark got completely covered in shit, even to the point where his pocket filled up, and unfortunately covered his spending money for the cafe for his salad back for lunch. But I come relatively unscathed, as Mark was my human shield all day, so that went really well for me. We're going to have a look probably later on this week, early next week, to see if there's any more that we're interested in, because I think we have got the room for a few more. And what we'll do now, we're going to head off to cereals, so we'll, on behalf of Fowler and Gilbert, we'll bring you some of the cereals on Thursday. So if you like what you've seen, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.